Bonjour Darling! Today we are going to talk about two books that I DNF'd for very different reasons. And the reasons are very opposite. So, the first book I did not finish this month. I had tried to read for quite a long time, and I'm really sad that I did anything it for the moment because it was a present. Well, it is a present that someone made me, and it is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So, first, I am not DNFing this book because I don't like it. I actually love it very, very much. I am on page 171 at the moment. So it would be 1/3 of close to, yeah, I'm past 1/3 of the book. I'm approaching the half point, but it's an emotional response to the book that is the problem. This summer I have been hospitalized for more than a month because of my depression and anxiety disorder. And this book is so hard to read for me because it talks of it takes a toll on me that I can pass by. It's funny because I managed to read Sadie through audiobook, but I think that in Sadie, might spoiler, there is two parts. There is Sadie's part and the podcast part. I think the podcast part helped me go through the book. In The Hate You Give, you're just in Star's mind, and it's a really hard read for someone like me that gets really emotional really fast. So at the moment I can't read that book, but I promise you I'm going to try again when I feel better, when I'm further from my hospitalization, and when I'm in a better mindset. So it's a temporary DNF. Okay. Now, the second book is for a really different reason. It's Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I was really, really impatient to read that book. Murphy Napier, the booktuber that made me know this book, loves it, and we have quite similar tastes usually. But I'm French, okay? I'm close to bilingual, I'm close to fluent, but this is a classic. And the language in this book is really hard for me to grasp. The rhythm is okay, it's just the way it's written. It's also a temporary DNF because I think what I need to do is to read the French translation of the book first, so I can know the story and go through it easier in its original language. Because I'm really interested in the story. I was spoiled the story and I don't care. But I just can't. I can't. Every time I try to read, it's just mumbles through my mind, and I can't get a grasp on the writing style. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I'm not at a stage in my English learning that I can read Rebecca. It's like that. That's just it. So I'm going to buy the French translation and retry to read Rebecca, and I'll keep you updated. In the meantime, I'm changing my TBR list, so what I'm going to read next is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I think it's a lighter read, even though it's a big book. The style is more modern, so it will be okay, and it's not as emotional, I think, as The Hate to Give. So I think I can go through that easily and faster. And also I finished my reread of Eldest, Linné, from the Inheritance Cycle. So I have Brimsinger right there to grasp after that, or maybe I will read them at the same time. I can do that. And I also received in a book box Pierre Bordage, Écho dans le temps, a French sci-fi, and it's a really short, it's a novelette in English, I think you say that. So yeah, I think I will read those 3 books. And I also finished reading this on Writing and World Building by Timothy Hickson. It's not a fiction, it's a book on writing and world building, and it was really amazing. It has helped me in ways you can't even imagine. I can't recommend enough buying the book. It's in ebook format too, so if you prefer ebooks you can do that. And watching the series, the video series on writing and world building on YouTube by the channel, I think, is Hello Future Me, the name of the channel. It's it talks about the same topics, just the book goes further inside it, and really it has helped me progress. I could feel the difference before and after I discovered his work. So yeah, so that's it. 2 DNFs, but that are temporary. One because of emotional reason and the toll it takes on my mental health. One because of the style and the fact that I am not ready yet to read classical English, and I need to buy the French translation first and then go back to the English version. 2 books that I finished, Eldest and On Writing and World Building, and my 3 to be read, Pierre Bordage, Écho dans le temps, Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and Brisinger by Paolini. Oh my god, Christopher Paolini. Okay, I am a professional. So, before I finish the video, I will at least tell you what the TBRs are about if you don't know yet. So, Pierre Bordage's Écho dans le temps is a story about Court, a man that comes from the future thanks to technology, and that meets a woman, Jeanne, that has a really bad disease but that strangely feels better when she revolves around Court. And it's their story, the story of their meeting and of the time traveling. Brisinger is the 3rd book in the cycle, the Inheritance Cycle. The Inheritance Cycle, I think everyone knows on YouTube, so I will just talk about the 1st book first. It's about dragon riders, and it's a fantasy cycle about Eragon, a boy that finds a dragon egg in a world where dragon riders were destroyed by Galbatorix's evil dragon rider that is the last of them, and that crowned himself the king of the land, and Eragon will go against him. Brisinger is the 3rd book in the cycle. And Rainbow Rowell, Carry On, is the story of Simon it's an urban fantasy, and Simon goes to a magical school and he has problem with his girlfriend and his roommate. That's it. His roommate, Baz, that disappeared, and about a monster that is taking his face to commit crimes. So it's a mystery in an urban fantasy setting, and I love urban fantasy. A few of my TTRPGs that I wrote are urban fantasy, so I'm really excited to read that book. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I can speak English. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of any of my new content. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and my website. Links in the description down below. And as always, au revoir, darling!